You already know what it is. Your boy DJ Waffles on the check-in for Hip Hop Weekly magazine, and I'm here with my special guest, Lil Donald.
Lil Donald.
Yo, listen. I don't even know where to start with this interview because it's so much to cover. Let's start by asking you, how was your day so far?
Oh, it's good, man. I got Nene working, she put me in position. I got to get up early in the morning. I like working, so you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm just glad to be working.
How does it feel like now as an artist? Like you're moving. Like I just seen that you're about to do a show. Or you've done the show. You're doing a show with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah, I just did that in Cali.
How was that?
Oh man, there was a lot of people in there. You feel what I'm saying? That was my first time in that market, so it was just wasn't like everybody completely, but like I went out there thinking I gotta win this crowd. Right. You feel me? And when I came out, they was singing the song, so it was just like.
Right.
They were singing the song, so it was just man, that's crazy. These folks know me down here in Cali, you feel me? So it's just a blessing.
How did you even let the world know? How did you get to this point? Because I know we used to chat a lot. Well, we still do chat a lot, and we was talking about some records that you was putting out. How did you even come?
As soon as I leave out the interview, I'm finna call you, all right?
Bless the heart. So y'all know this is real. This is real live, and this is taped, right? So shout out to our editor that got to get back to fix this up. All right. So how did you even come up with the record "Do Better"? Because I'm gonna talk about now, and then we're gonna go back into the past before we get.
I actually just made the record for my friend, my homegirl, who was just calling me for advice. It's when you talking to somebody, it's only so much you can say in words, and after you done told the person everything, then what else can you say? So it wasn't getting through to her. So I was like, I'm gonna make a song for her and just give it to her. I ain't planning on Do Better being my single. You feel what I'm saying? Right. I put the song out and was just here you go, this for you. And my buddy was like, hey, put this hard, bro. I'm listening to it every day because I sing all my music. Right. So he bro, I listen to this song every day, put it out. So Valentine's Day came around, he was man, we might well put it out on Valentine's Day. Man, it was a sad Valentine's Day for the men, man. I swear, the men were mad at me, man.
So once it started catching fire, and then all these people start locking into the record and stuff like that, what was the goal then? Because it seemed like you put the record out, and then it started gaining traction, but then it was you felt that was the record, so you started feeding it. You see what I'm saying? Because you started coming up with all these crazy posts, and I started feeling some type of way because you started talking about us in a whole different type of light. But a hit dog hollers. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the stuff you was posting, it was aiming at guys, and then some of it was for the girls. But I was like, yo, they was riding for you. And don't you notice that every time you do this, don't you think it's strategically? Or is it strategic, or is it organic? That it just happens that everybody just gets crazy for you.
Yeah, it's organic because I got a more personal connection with my fans and my followers and stuff. I let them be a part of my life and what I got going on. I make them a part of me. I say I make music that touches the soul, the heart. You feel me? And not just the mind. Music only lasts so long. So when you drop a hit song, if it's just a club record, it's gonna last probably 6 months, maybe longer if it's a mega, hit. But music like Do Better is gonna last for.
Talking about your fans, yes, Donald does have diehard fans. They with Donald through the good times, they with him through the bad times. Even when he getting beef, they'll go troll the people and everything and be like, listen, we are riding. We are riding. So it seems like now you get into a format where it's you got Do Better, then you got Suicide, you know what I'm saying? You got Pain. So is that a format that you want to go into, or is it just you feel that it touches the people more when you're more realistic to the people?
It's it been my format, it been who I was, and I kind of let people alter it when I took advice and when I was doing deals and I was signed and people be like, oh, we need you to make this type of song, you need to make this type, and it was just I got away from myself. And like all my fans was in my DM or they'll see me in the streets and be like, bro, when you gonna make some of that music you make, like that real music, like that free my folk, that you ain't hood, that you feel what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like when you gonna talk about some real issues? And it was like, man, it's time for me to get back to it.
And you know, I think that you're really like one of the youngest artists in Atlanta to actually do that. Because I just think that the way that music is actually being dished out right now, I don't think people really want to keep it real. Everybody. Oh my God,
that's your phone, bro. It ain't mine.
Alright, just turn it off. Just decline it.
Oh, they call it back. They gonna call me. Who calling somebody early, man?
Right, somebody trying to talk about some business, probably. That just threw me off. That just threw me so far off of the direction of where I was going. All right. So now, like, even with the fans, what's next for you to actually give them to keep them vibing with the same thing that you're doing right now?
My project, No Love Lost. So I'm about to drop my project. I don't have a guaranteed date, but I know like probably in September sometime.
Are you putting a song with Cereal and Milk with DJ Nicky Nice on there?
Nah, that's like a single. You feel what I'm saying? That's Nicky Nice single. You feel what I'm saying? Like my album won't have no features on it.
Okay, so why y'all do a song called Cereal and Milk? Like, tell me the concept and why.
I was in the studio. She sent me some tracks, and I was in the booth. And when I heard the beat, the first thing popped in my head was that morning I ate some cereal and some milk.
This is what we not going to do.
No, I swear to God.
So that's how you came up with the title of the song, because you had cereal and milk that morning.
And when I was in the booth and the beat came on, I was like, cereal and milk. And I was broke then. Like, so it was just like, that's how it came to me.
Right.
So I just rolled with that. After I said cereal and milk, I just rolled with it, and it just turned out to be a real hot record. You feel what I'm saying? All my records just be like that. I just, whatever come to my mind while I'm in the booth listening to the beat, I'ma say it.
So, and I wanted to shed some light on like a lot of the positive things that you do too, which kind of sparked my interest to you a while back. Like when I first met you, when you used to give food to the homeless by Magic City all the time.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever feel like you can get back to that? Because I remember you used to do it. We used to do it like what day of the week? Every Sunday.
Instead of going to church, that's what I did. It's like now, you know, they've made it to where you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you gotta go through a process now. Because it was like so many people in the community. You know, they always try to stop something. It was so many people giving back. Now it's like you can get a ticket or get fined for feeding them.
So why don't you just do like the Do Better campaign and just give away food and have your PR?
It's just like we gotta go down there and we gotta get the necessary paperwork and stuff. So like, and start our own organization and all that stuff, you know, because I was just doing it out my pocket. I didn't have no organization. I didn't have none of that. So now they made it to where you got to do all that to feed them. Like, you can't, like, if I go down there right now with some sandwiches and start handing them out and the police pull up, they gonna write me a ticket. Like, you know, they got to get in on everything. They got to make a dime off everything. So it's like, oh, y'all want to feed them? All right, we're going to make y'all pay to do it. So a lot of people not going to do it no more.
Wow.
Because it's like, I got to pay to spend my money to feed somebody. Well, just to hold myself on y'all, I ain't even going to do it. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to start my nonprofit organization and do it that way.
So speaking of giving back, tell the people about like your first time actually going into school ever since you did Do Better and the crowd response to you actually doing that record.
Man, them kids going crazy. Them kids go crazy. Like it's a difference when you see grown folks singing your record and then when you see kids singing your record. Because kids like don't rock with everything. Like they very picky. Like, oh no, I don't like that. Like they're lame. Like, or they'll like it for a month or two and then be like, oh, somebody else just dropped some. It's over. Like, but they've been riding for this record for a minute, like since it been out. So it's like to go when school start back, you going to school and you performing and all the kids start singing and you looking at the principal like, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Like they saying all the song.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now with this album, what you putting out the album, like what's the goal? What's the goal for the people to actually get from this project? Like once they pop this album, and what is it that you want them to walk away with?
Therapy. You feel what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be like a therapy, like for everybody, like stress reliever, like something to make you feel better, something to get you through whatever you're going through, like mentally or whatever. Like I just wanted to be therapy.
What's the craziest DM that you've received? Well, not craziest, or maybe like the most heartfelt one that you've received ever since you put out "Do Better" or the Suicide record, either or.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Like my intake and from what I've been receiving changed me as a person. Like what I see women go through, far as domestic violence. Like I see a girl missing her eye. One girl had staples in her head. One girl shot. Like you know, like it's so much that these men do to women when they want to control them or keep them from leaving. You know, so. And then suicide, like, I never knew so many people felt like they wanted to kill themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they wanted to end their life because of what they was going through. Being that I experienced it with my nephew taking his own life, you feel me? It was just like, I thought like, man, like, I can't believe this happened to me. You know, but it's a lot of people who go through this and a lot of people who dealing with the thought of doing it. So I be having people DM me like, I just listened to your record and like, it made me not want to do it no more. Like, I really hate my life. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like, my song did that for you. Right. You feel me? So it just give you extra energy and extra drive. Because when you out here, you giving a lot of energy up.
Definitely.
You know, so something got to refuel you. You know, like, whether it's love, you know, passion, whatever, something got to refuel you. So I feel like those stories and stuff refuel me a lot.
How does that reflect with you being a father?
Oh man, like I'm very much in my kids' life. Like I'm real deep into their life. Like I teach them a lot of life lessons. I make sure I keep their self-esteem boosted. I call them beautiful all the time. You know, I prepare them for being called ugly or whatever people gonna say about you. Like I prepare them for all that because it's like I know they're gonna have to deal with the world, and I can't protect them from everything. So I gotta prepare them they self for.
So. Have you looked at the process of growing from Live Evil to like right now? Like you escaping that process to this process now? Like how was that journey like in between to shake that to actually transform to the person you are now?
Oh man, I've been beat up, stabbed, stumped, all that in this game. You feel what I'm saying? So the transition of me just being an independent artist and have my own label and my own brand and my own team is just like a way big difference. That's why the music is different. That's why my attitude is different. That's why I'm excited to be in here doing this interview. If I would probably sign to my own, I'd probably be like, man, like, get this over with. Like, you feel me? Because different people give you different energy. So it's just like, it's just a whole different vibe of people and grind, and you know you got people working for you, like you got me early working for you. She here, you feel what I'm saying?
Right,
definitely. People don't do that. You feel me? A lot of PRs, a lot of PRs at the crib, like yo, you got to be there. Make sure you there. I'm at the crib.
Yo, listen, yo, I swear to God, man, yo, that is. See, this is the thing. I'm glad that you kind of brought this up. I'm not the real subject, but I just don't like the PRs that work with artists, and it's just like they only work with them for like a month. They just send them through like a little circuit real quick, and it's like, how does that even work? I thought if you were a PR, you work with artists for at least like 6 months to 8. I'm talking about I see artists with.
They don't got the budget, but see,
bless her heart, she cleaned it up.
But see, the thing is when I met her, I just automatically was like, yeah, this like I was supposed to meet with more people, and I was like, I canceled everything. Like, shit, you feel me? Not just because she good at what she do, but her passion, you know, her vibe and her energy. So it's just like that's how I choose people. Like if I get a bad vibe from you, I don't really don't want you around. I don't care how good
that's how
you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't like cancers. We sense energy and vibes.
Definitely.
Like I was like, she great. Like I told OG Tony, like I'm like, yeah, call her, tell her let's work. You feel me? I'm finna sell the bread now. You feel me? Like, get her the bread, let's go.
So let me ask you this. So how important is loyalty to you?
Oh, that's the most important thing to me. Like, loyalty is very important in any situation. Like one of my buddies DM my camera girl, like my old buddy. He DM like the girl who do my camera work to talk about me. And she was like, look, man, I don't know what you got going on, but I ain't finna have a conversation with you about, bro. That's loyalty to me.
Right.
You feel me? Because the average person would be like, yeah, he did this to me too. Right. Like, exactly. Just to, like, go back and forth. Like, so it's just very important, like, with your team being loyal, because can't no random come in and split everybody up.
Exactly.
Because I've been in situations where I had a team and somebody came in and said to them that I said this and said to me that they said this, and we were ready to blow each other head out. You feel what I'm saying? And because it wasn't no loyalty.
So tell us about this label. I seen that you actually posted that too. Now you got your own label or something like that. Tell us about that. That gotta be interesting.
We family. That's my label. You feel me? And what you saying, loyalty and trust and love. Like that's what it stands for. You feel what I'm saying? Like anybody that's a part of my label and my brand, they family. Like your kids gonna get something for Christmas. Check on you about your health. Like all that matters to me. Right. Because it's not just a team. We family. Like, I really care about you. Like, even if you wasn't working for me, I'ma still be like, hey, what you doing? You know, you hungry, you need something, you good. Like, it's a family to me. It's bigger than just some people who work. Like, I don't look at them as they work for me. We working together.
So, with that being said, you know that you've been on labels where you actually work with some artists, and now you're an artist that's probably going to be signing artists. What would you do different that hasn't been done to you that you want to do for an artist that you're gonna sign?
The biggest thing is bringing other people up. Like, it's a dude right now, Triple Up Cole. You know, like it's one of my homeboys. He wanted to rap. He started rap. I take him everywhere with me. Like my platform is his platform. I just did a event the other day. He was right there. Hey man, before y'all do my last song, play his song. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what people don't do. Like other artists don't want to do that for other artists. Like I'm doing an interview in the back, you know, I'm like, hey, after you finish with me, interview him. You know, like
definitely.
Artists don't do that. They want all the light. You feel me? They act like it's like it ain't enough shining out for everybody. Like they want it all. Like, don't turn the camera that way. Keep it on me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, man, get it off of me. Put it on him. You feel what I'm saying? You done had it on me for an hour. Give him 30 minutes. You feel me? Like I'm just like that. Like I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody shine. So like the artists who signed to me and be on my label, they actually gonna get a push. If you mess up your push, that's on you. You know, like, cause it's like artists can mess up. Like some artists you could put your all into and they just don't got that drive, but they don't want it that bad. You feel me? Like, thank God I wanted it that bad and put my effort in, and people seen my effort and put their effort with it. So it's like, all right, you got Lil Donald working, you got Nene working, you got Tony working, you got Wendy, you got Walt, you got all these people who working hard. Right. How can you lose? But if I'm working hard and they not working hard, or if they working hard and I'm not working hard, it's not gonna work. Right. So I definitely gonna push my artists and get them that stamp, like that Instagram post, that you know, that red carpet, the little stuff. Like it's just simple stuff that a major artist can do for an artist on their label and take them up through there, but they just won't do it because it's like, man, you might outshine me.
So let me ask you this: if you wasn't a rapper, what would you be doing? I just want to know.
Started in the trap, now rap. No matter where I'm at, I got. I made a lot of money in the streets, bro. I don't miss it, but it was nice. But I took the money that I made in the streets and put it into do better. Right. Like it was like a choice. I was at a choice where I got $20,000 from the streets and I got a hit song. What do I do? I try
in Atlanta, you gonna gamble?
Do I try to flip again? Or do I just go with this single? So I just quit the streets, cold turkey. Like I stopped. Like I'm finna put this $20,000 that I got into do better. And if I win, I win. If I lose, Started in the trap now. Gotta go back.
Yo, that is crazy. That is
Try put the whole 20 into do better.
And now you ain't looking back into that.
And now it's like rent paid months ahead. You know, I'm just living.
And then let's talk about this this shoe collection, because now it's starting to seem like you're really starting to get into shoes now, because every picture that I'm seeing is like now your new thing is like shoes and like snapbacks, like this thing. I pay attention. I pay attention to what's going on. I'm like, cause you my guy. It ain't like it's just like random people. It's like I've known you for years, so I'm just like I seen the growth.
You seen the transition from me having no shoes to
exactly. Listen,
I remember when you wore the same pair of shoes every show, bro.
Listen. I'm telling you, but it used to be so weird because you'll be like. He got like one of the hottest songs. He always was one that kept a hot song in the club. And he was working with so many different random people. And he was just looking so random. Every time I seen him, I'm like, bro, like... And I used to... It was crazy part about it is that I always used to pull him to the side. And I'd be like, bro, they just don't get it. You hot. You just don't get it. He'd text me, send me songs and all. I'm like, yo, they just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And now, it's like to see you now, I'm like... Oh well, I ain't lost. Y'all get it. It's so many artists in the city of Atlanta that I've been here for a couple of years now that I've seen, and I have these same conversations with them, and I'll be like, "Yo, I really don't think they get it." And the next thing you know, they go. The next thing you know, they go.
Because you got love for music. You feel what I'm saying? And when you got a passion for music and you care about music, you understand people who just in the business for the business. They don't understand the quality of music.
Right.
You just a check. Like, we not rocking with you until you pop. Like, we don't care how talented you is. Like, you can be the next Drake, boy, and we don't care. Like, until you get a hit record in the club, bro, you don't matter. You better go to the open mic and do your thing until you get hot. You feel me? Yeah. And then once you get hot, they be like, hey, man, can you come chop it up with me? And I be like, man, I got so much to do. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
So how does that work? How does that work now? Because I remember, Donald used to be in the club with like 50 guys. I'm talking about the little orange jumpsuit and all that. Talking about Free My Folk had the most energy in the whole entire club, and I'm like. He's sweating, he beating on his chest, he's singing, he jumping all over the place. And Donald he ain't getting no taller than what he been. He's just like saying hi, but he was probably a little bit smaller. His shoes probably made him a little taller. So he used to just be running through the club, going crazy, free my vote. And I used to be like, and this is a matter of fact, when you came out with that song, I had just got to Atlanta. That's how long I've been in Atlanta. When that song was going, and I was just like, this kid got so much energy, but nobody was never doing like none of the right things for you at that point in time. And it was just like you was going through
because I was dealing with people who didn't know what to do. Like people will manipulate you and lie to you like they got the blueprint, and then when you get into a relationship with them and business partnership with them, you realize like. You don't even know what you're doing, do you? You feel what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you just know folks. You feel what I'm saying? You just know folks. You think you finna call in favors and make me a star. You feel like you can't do that. It's impossible to just call everybody you know like, hey, Gucci, drama, this, hey, I need you to take this up. They're gonna be like, shout, I get paid $100,000 for that. You think I'm finna do it because we cool? Right. I shout them out or something, you know, a little shout out, like in my Snap story, maybe. You feel me? But I ain't been supposed to go by paid because we cool.
In my Snap story.
It just, people think that because they got relationships and they know people that will take you to the next level. It takes a budget. It takes a team. It takes hard work. You got to get out here in the streets. People don't work like I work. Like other artists, they think Instagram gonna blow you up. No, I see folks who famous on Instagram and go in the building and everybody looking like, who that is? You feel what I'm saying? You got a song and you famous on Instagram, you go and perform and they like, I don't know this song.
Right.
You got 1 million followers. I don't know this song. Like, what did you do? You ain't out here in the streets. You ain't touching no hands. You ain't build like you feel me? Like I build a relationship. I'm 3-4 clubs a night, and I'm hot. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got a buzz and I hit 3-4 clubs a night. I'm in there. What's up, DJ? Well, Drake, hold up, let's get away. You going 50. You my boy. You feel me? Like, sure, boy, you, man, listen.
So let me ask you. So let me ask you this: Is it people that you have past relationships with now want to deal with you because you've actually started moving in this realm now that you'll probably be like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that want to deal with me, and it's a lot of people that I dealt with in the past that got bad blood with me or feel like I did them wrong or whatever, and I try to look out for them. Like, I offer them shows. Like, hey, you feel like I owe you something? Here you go. I give you a free show. I'm popping there. I know you can pack a building in the city with me. Right. You feel me? Like, I give you a free show. If you feel like I owe you something just out of love, here you go. Some people still give you like the cold shoulder, like F you or this. Right. All right, God, I did my good deed. You know what it is now, right? You feel me? Like, ain't no love, period. You feel me? Like, you know. You feel me? Like, I tried. You feel me? Like, so I always try to just give everybody that closure, that love, you know, because you felt, I know I ain't do you wrong. Right. You know, but I hate having bad blood. You know, if I'm beefing with a dude, like, I'm not finna just, I'm coming to see you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna walk around thinking about beefing with you. No, bro, where you at? Right. Like, I'm pulling up now. Like, I need to holler at you. We need to nip this in the bud so I don't got to think about it no more.
All right, so before we get out of here, you want to tell everybody, like, your social media, what you got going on, any positive things that you pushing into the community and stuff like that before we get out of here?
Follow me on Instagram, Lil Donald, Twitter, I am Lil Donald, Snapchat, Lil Donald 34. Anything else, you Google it. Just Google Lil Donald. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Yeah, he got somebody else calling from Miami. That boy having the plug. But I also want to say, man, I appreciate you, you know.
Definitely,
I appreciate you. You've been supporting me from the get-go. I ain't even know you was here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I walked down the stairs like, what?
Listen. It was so crazy, right? Because Nene had hit me up, and I was like, I'm going to see if I can try to make something happen. And then when Brianna hit me back, and I was like, oh, don't even worry about it. I'll be there on the first day smoking. I ain't even drive. I took Uber to this joint.
I started to take Uber for 60 minutes, and they were trying to charge me like $70. I was like, yeah, I'm driving, man. It's all good. I'm on the way. You feel what I'm saying?
So what else you got planned for today?
Oh, man, I got to move around the city. I got like a couple of things that I gotta do for my kids and stuff. Like, when I'm not on the road, like this weekend, I'm booked the whole weekend. I'm booked every weekend for the next few months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I'm in the city, I try to, spend much time with my kids to get as much done at my new crib as I possibly can. Because I just got a crib, so it's just like.
At least he let y'all know he getting to the money. He said, I have a new crib. Chilling. But yo, man.
And I bet you ain't talk about my shoes enough. You feel me?
Wait.
Like,
so all right. So I know he was gonna go there
all the way left from my shoes. You feel me?
All right. So listen. How often are you even buying shoes now? Because every time you put up a pic, you got a new.
I buy like 2-3 pair of shoes every day. Almost like every other day.
Y'all let him do this stuff.
There'll be no. I just like. I don't buy nothing else though.
But you know what's so crazy?
I got a crib and stuff like that.
And you got more shoes than
that I'm gonna have to show.
You got more shoes than food in the crib.
Nah, I got a whole lot of food. I eat good. I'm by myself, so I love eat. Right. Nah, but like I got like probably in the last month I bought like 50 pairs of shoes.
You know you can only wear one pair of shoes a day, right?
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't like wearing the same thing. Like, I'll wear a white t-shirt and some jeans, but I do not like wearing the same shoes. Growing up my whole life, I ain't had no shoes. Like, school, like...
Right.
I used to have, like, 3 pairs of shoes. Church shoes, school shoes, and if we go over somebody's house shoes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was just those 3 pairs. Like, this your pair. Like, you better not mess them up. This what you got.
What's the most that you paid for a pair of shoes so far?
Like 600. Like, but that was just on some red bottom shoes or something like that. Like, but I don't wear all that them type of shoes. Like I love Air Max. Like Air Max my favorite shoe. 95, 97. Like I love Air Max and Air Force One. Like All different flavor Air Force One, different kind.
It just sounds like you just buy shoes because I'm like that too. I'll be trying to hide them and shit like that. I'll just sneak in, try to stash them. Nah, but that's not.
Every time I buy shoes, like my kids' mom be like, "Oh yeah, let me get some money."
Right, because you just
so I try not to post. Like I be like, man, do I need to post these pictures of these shoes? They finna have some paper in a minute. Man, I already here coming. Yeah. So I just send the money now, just cause like here goes some money, like right. So I can post my shoes. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be high when I'm buying, man. I'm tired.
Yo, that's crazy. He said, "Let me just."
No, women got that sense when you spend that money. You just spent something. I need something. Spend something on yourself. I need something for me.
All right. So what's the last pair you bought? Because I seen you had some.
I just bought the new Air Max. They purple, orange, and blue. I think they some new Air Max. I just got them. They just came out. Like I was in the store the day they came out. They was like, "These just came out." Oh no, let me get them. Hey, let me get them.
Yeah. What size you wear?
9.5.
Oh yeah, we wear the same size.
High, like,
yeah, we wear the same size.
My shoe was like 170 a pound. Like
yeah, what you thought? You ain't a size 6 no more, nigga.
I never was a size 6. My feet been big. I was a little boy. I just was small. I'm like, bro, you Dumbo body feet, bro. It's all good. You got your brother's shoe? No, these my shoes, bro. And that was my brother's shoes, though.
Oh man.
So my brother was trapping, so he was having the shoes. Right. So I'm like, man, his feet a little bit bigger than mine, but these go straight with their outfit, though. With their uniform.
Yo, listen, if they ever go back to the Juice video, y'all know it was real. That was around that time. Like that video was like that was Donald before it all happened. That shit, yeah. That video was so funny to me.
Man, I really acted in that video.
Right.
Like, I really was in that video trip. I had fun. Like I shot that video for $50.
Yo, I'm telling you.
My boy 217.
$50 video.
My boy 217 shot that video, man.
And how many views is that now? Because I know
I think it's like millions of views. Like it had got deleted at one point in time. It was like at like 2 million. It got deleted and then put back up, and it was at 1 million again.
So you're at 20 million on YouTube. You're 22 on Urban Radio. 77 on the Shazam. 3.4 million plays on Spotify. 8 million on Apple Music. 5.9 on SoundCloud. And number 1 on Pandora's prediction list.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how did, like, I just want some shit. I just want to rap now. Like, maybe I should just be a rapper.
I don't know, bro.
Nina, you gonna be my PR if I be a rapper?
You might not want to do this, man.
I'm just saying.
Want to do this.
Maybe I could be a hype man or something like that. You just buy me like 2
I don't really be like nobody on stage with me.
Nothing, yo. I'm done. That's the end of it. He don't want me as his hype man. I'm quitting my job. I'm leaving HiphopWeekly and everything because he just told me he ain't giving me a job. Donald, tell everybody how they can follow you on social media. That's gonna end our conversation right there.
Oh man, Lil Donald on Instagram because I bought my name. It was I am Lil Donald. You know, I'll just let y'all know I have it when I have.
Look, all this money he's spending to get this business right. Wait, before we go. Why did you choose the name Lil Donald? Because that is not your name.
My name is Donald.
Is that your middle name?
That's my first name.
Why they say your name was Denzel Frazier?
That's probably somebody just joking, man.
Because I swear, I was like, hold on, they said his name.
My name Donald. My dad's name Donald. You know, so it's like I grew up like they're like this Lil Donald. You feel
Yo, listen. So listen, we gonna talk to your company because they got you out there in Denzel Frazier.
Man,
I swear for everything I love. Oh God, I'm telling you, we about to check as soon as we go off the camera. Yeah, we gonna find out.
I don't even know what company you talking about. That probably ain't my company. That probably some haters, man. I got a lot of them.
Yo, we just talking about it. I said, yo, that ain't even his name. His name is Denzel Frazier.
Denzel Frazier, bro, you need to come straight in.
You gotta see the picture of you too. They got you with like a brown sweater on with your glasses, just chilling. They said your name is Denzel Frazier.
These folks laugh. They like, man, who is Denzel Frazier?
It got your bio and everything. I'm telling you, you got on this cardigan, brown sweater.
I hate that picture. That's a church picture. I was in church like a long time ago, man. They hate. That was it, but they hate.
Wait, let me see if I can pull
They
it
hate, man. They folks hate on me, man. They folks don't want to see me be great, man.
Wait.
I can take the name Denzel Frazier and do something with it now.
Wait, hold on. Let's just pull this up. Wait. I just want to make sure.
As soon as I leave the interview, I'm finna call you right back.
We just gonna pull this up.
You heard me.
Here you go, right here. Wait, what I say? What I say? And you got, yo, I swear, that's you right there. If you scroll down, it says your name is Denzel Frazier. Just go down. Just sit down. Oh no, go up a little bit. The biography right there.
What side is it? What side is it?
Look. Wait, go down. What says that?
Let me see. They might have changed it though.
Wait. I'm telling you.
I've been updating my own.
See, I gotta find it. But that's the church. That's the church picture. You gotta tell them to take the church picture down. They got you with the cardigan up there like that.
You folks try me, man.
Listen,
that's somebody hate me.
I'm telling.
Because anybody know me know I hate this church picture. Like I hate that picture.
You gotta show the people.
I'm not showing them for that, man. I really want to shoot at whoever made it. But I was like 16 years old.
It looked like you was about to sing for the boys' choir. But yo,
hey, Bonita.
All right. Before we go, we're gonna close out one more time officially, so that everybody.
Hey, bro, I'm mad you enjoying it like that, though, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Because I
you really get a tickle out of this, bro. Denzel Frazier and all that, bro. You know my name, Denzel, man. Come on, bro. He man play all day.
Listen. I even told her when it came on. I'm like, huh? Denzel Frazier? How do you give him this name? I was like, I gotta speak to Lil Donald about this. I'm like, is he gonna change his name from Lil Donald to Donald or
Lil Denzel?
Yeah. I wasn't playing with you.
Now I think I might take the Lil off though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That might be good because
Because somebody made a good point because they say all the little rappers got tattoos and don't drugs.
Yeah, they doing drugs heavy out there. They got the perch.
Nah, there's some junkies, man. It's all good. There's crackheads, man.
How do you feel about the artists promoting stuff like that now?
Man,
like just promoting that they
I feel like they suckers, man. I feel like that's lame because when you coming up in the music game, like the kids watching you. They following everything we do. Mm-hmm. Like some labels will tell you put that out instead of putting some positive music out. Like talk about some drugs.
Yo, I just seen a picture of Lil Pump. He just had a chain and then he had it out like that, and it just said, I think it said addicted to drugs or something like that. And then he had like perks and like the lean cups and all that on his chain. I'm just like how? And you got a college degree. You know what I'm saying? Like you already know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So like why? Why even pump this into the system?
I don't even know, man. Crack babies, I guess. Crack baby! They just passing on what they folk did when they was them.
That is crazy. Crack is a powerful drug, man.
Now it's like it went from crack to pills.
So listen, if you think about it, people in the 80s who had babies that came out in the 90s, 80s, 90s, they was like crack babies. So, and you can see like the stuff that they actually do as babies and when they came out. What do lean and syrup and perk babies come out like now? They come out a little younger now because the parents that's on the lean.
They probably like walk slow, maybe. They like it take them a long time to walk or talk. Like, be like, boy, your baby 4. He said, hey, what's wrong with him? Man, go. I be like, oh yeah, he 4. Oh yeah, baby, I'm gone. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, your baby can't even talk. You can't.
Yo, y'all gotta stop doing them heavy drugs out there. Cause that you gotta think about it.
They messing them kids up for real, and they don't be knowing it though. They think like, oh, it ain't gonna harm them, but in the long run, it do.
Wow. And then you got the girls doing it too. Like,
girls is horrible. Like oh man, the girls kind of the worst than the guys. They just know how to keep their composure better than dudes.
Right.
Dudes will get on them and just fall asleep at the bar.
Right.
Like, bro, you sleep. Get up. Women got they get like high tolerance. You feel? Right. Like, they can have babies. Like, they got to be able to take something. You feel what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, with the baby's gonna be messed up. What the baby's gonna do? Like,
I don't know.
Just imagine 2 parents. She on lean, he on perks, and they just doing this for like a whole year. Then they have a baby, like. And then they doing it while the baby's pregnant and stuff, like while the adult's pregnant and stuff like that.
But I told you that what happened. Like, the babies just don't be like they can't fully function right for real. Like, I'm like, all jokes aside, like, I met a couple babies just like 3-4 years old. So I'm like, and I ain't saying because this can happen to any child, but like it just uppers the chances when you're doing drugs and you popping pills and all that, like for your children to be something wrong.
Wow. All right, so this is about the 5th time that we just tried to close this interview. So we're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna try this one more time because you gotta call somebody.
Yeah, I gotta call Bonita.
Wait, let's just clarify that. Who's Bonita? Because you just keep on calling and stuff like that. And I'm just like, and then it's just like you looked in the camera and you was like, yeah, I gotta call Bonita. She's on live. She done called you about 17 times.
Nah, she don't call me one time. Man. What you doing? You flexing, man. Nah, that my fault.
Alright, cool. Alright, so let the world stop.
Alright, man. Try to do all this, man. You doing live, man. Man, follow me on Instagram, Lil Donald, Twitter, I am Lil Donald, Snapchat, Lil Donald 34, man. Anytime, man, hit Nene, you did.
Wait, why we both looked at her like we knew we was in trouble for what we've been doing for like the last couple minutes? Because she just like, hey man, it's your kid, Lil Donald, and I want to give a major shout out to Hip Hop Weekly. You did, you gotta do better.